Hi and welcome to another episode. I do hope you have been enjoying the Christmas holidays and you have been having a wonderful festive time. Now it's time to prepare for the new year, and we have New Year's Eve coming in a few days, and I just wanted to put this video out there just to share some of the rituals that I love to do before heading into the new year. Can you believe it's almost 2024? It's just gone so fast. I don't know where time has gone. So if you feel called to, then please take some time to yourself. Treat it as, self-care, whatever you want to call it, and really focus on those things that you want to bring into for the next year, because it's going to help you out. I promise you. I do this every year, and it's really helped me to get to where I want to be in this beautiful journey that we call life. And I really believe that we can benefit from doing these things since it's only once a year. Perhaps you've already done a few of these things because we did have a full moon in Cancer. So as I said before, there are plenty of New Year rituals. Excuse me, my voice seems to be croaking a little bit. And perhaps I haven't mentioned them all in this video today. And if you do have ones that you want to share with us, then we would love to hear about them. Well, I certainly would anyway. Enjoy these kind of videos that I'm sharing with you today, then please do like and share with your friends. Perhaps somebody you know could benefit from this video. And so I just want to take a quick moment to say thank you for subscribing to this channel. I really hope that you're enjoying these videos as much as I'm enjoying making them. I have plenty more to come in 2024, and I really can't wait to share more with you. So let's dive straight in with number one, which of course is setting your New Year's resolutions for the next year, the next 12 months. So what is it that you really want to achieve in 2024? What are your goals? What are the things that you're looking to achieve or bring into your life? And be open and as bold as possible. Never ever, there are just wild things you can dream of. There's no limit to this. You can surely just write anything down that you wish to have in your life and see what you can manifest for the coming year. Perhaps you'd like to write or do a vision board, which is also really fun. A fun way to visualize what you want to bring in, and that way you can actually see it every day. Put it somewhere where you can see it every day, and that will really help you to bring in those things that you want to bring to fruition and bring into your life. And it's also really important to just take stock of where you have reached at this point. What have you learned in 2023? What lessons were brought to you? What kind of things did you overcome? What did you already achieve in 2023? Because we've just spent one whole year being busy and doing all of our things. It's really good to just take a moment, realize what exactly you have achieved. Maybe you took a few steps back, maybe you're ready to go forward again, maybe you have, for example, I've made this YouTube channel. It's not exactly where I want to be, but I actually stepped forward and started it, which is a huge achievement for me. And I should probably spend more time being grateful for the things that I have achieved during 2023. And the same goes for you as well. What have you really, really achieved, and what are you going to take forward with you into the coming year as well? Perhaps you have a goal and you just need to tweak it a little bit so that you can continue into 2024 with a new sense of, renewed sense of excitement. And so there's absolutely no issue with tweaking a goal slightly so that you can feel more driven towards it. Sometimes along the way we do change our minds, don't know where to start. Then have a look in your life in this last year. What things didn't work out for you? When you realize what those things are, for example, perhaps you didn't spend as much time with your family as you wanted to. That gives you a good starting point for what you want to bring in next year. Okay, so didn't get to spend as much time with my family as I wanted to. So in 2024, I'm going to spend time with my family every weekend, every week, however you want to put it, but be specific. For example, if you want to work on your fitness and you didn't get the chance last year because, you know, things got busy and life took over, be specific. How do you want to spend the next year? Do you want to have a workout regime every week? Do you want to join a sports club? Would you like to discover running, or, you know, anything? The beauty is you get to decide and you get to lay the foundations and really hone in on what it is that you really want, because anything is possible. So let's move on to number 2, which is write down a list of all the things that you wish to leave behind this year. And if you feel drawn to it, you can perhaps write it down on paper and then you can burn it. I like this little ritual because it means that whatever you have kind of, maybe you just felt a certain way last year and you do not want to carry it forward into 2024, write that feeling down. Put it in a bit of paper, and then once you've finished writing all your things down on the paper, you can put it in the fire, and that would be your ritual to no longer bring those things forward with you into 2024. So those can be feelings, those can be situations, those can be maybe just things that annoyed you about this year, maybe certain people annoyed you this year. All of those types of things, whatever you don't want to carry forward with you, it's time to declutter all of that mess, sort out all of that stuff going on in your mind. And that brings us nicely on to number 3, which is declutter your space. So once we've decluttered our mind, we also need to declutter our space, our homes, our living spaces, our bedrooms. We need to also declutter all the things and spaces that are taking up space, because it does connect as well to our minds, because the more things that we have around us, the more energy they collect, and, you know, then they collect dust and things like that. And we really don't want any stagnant energy before moving into the next year. So what I like to do is to wash all of the floors, clean, vacuum and clean the whole house, perhaps also wash the windows down, change your bedding, so that you have a fresh new start when the 1st of January comes around. Everything is clear, take the bins out, don't leave any washing up in the sink, don't leave any spaces cluttered. If you've got a cluttered wardrobe and you've been thinking for a long time that you need to sort it out, now is your chance. Now is your opportunity to go through that wardrobe, throw away. I mean, when I say throw away, I mean get rid of in whatever way works for you. Give it to your family members, give it to your neighbours, give it to a charity shop, give it to, sell it on whatever way you can. If you feel that you want to sell your stuff, that's also a very good idea. To make space so that in the next year you have space for new things to come in, new opportunities and new places for growth and prosperity. So along with that, we can smudge the house or the space that you live in with certain incenses or sage. Lots of people love to use sage. I love to use frankincense because obviously being in the Middle East for so long, I just got used to burning it just the way that the locals do, and I love the smell of it. It's really refreshing. What you need to do is light it and just waft it around your house and make sure there's a window open so that all the negative energy can leave as well. Make sure you get it into the corners. You can waft it around all of your house. What else can you use? Palo Santo is a good one to use. And yeah, it's just one other ritual that you can release the old energies that are maybe stagnant, maybe things have been, maybe just the things that need clearing out. So especially those kind of corners that have clutter in, and especially over Christmas we collect lots of things get messy and they just need to be cleared up, so that you go into the next year completely clear from clutter, clear from any rubbish, and ready to have a fresh new start. So when you are doing your smudging, you want to make sure that you don't do it underneath the alarm. The smoke alarm will go off, so just be aware of that. And if you have any pets or animals in the house, just make sure they have an exit to leave the room if it gets too strong for them. It is perfectly safe, but just to allow them a little exit route if they want to get out of there. Maybe it's too strong for them. So, and make sure all the windows, you've got some windows open so that the air can pass through and clear the smoke away. And one thing to remember is when you are doing your smudging, you may like to repeat this mantra or prayer. I release all things from the past year that has caused any negative attachments. I prepare and welcome new changes, new lessons, and new adventures. I welcome new opportunities to grow emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Which is perfect. Another thing you might like to do is actually cleanse your whole body. So you might like to have a salt bath or a shower, and you can literally just take the sea salt or other salt that you have just to rub your body down and remove any energy that doesn't serve you going forward into the next year. And you may also, if you have a lovely salt bath, you may like to add a few essential oils to your bath. Some of them are really cleansing and also protecting of your energy. So things like rosemary, lavender, wild orange, and you can use eucalyptus. Just put 2 drops of each of those oils in your bath and wash away all of the negative energy and start the new year fresh. So moving on to number 4, which is doing a 12 card oracle or tarot reading. So picking a card for each of the coming months of 2024, and that can give you a good indication of what's coming in the new year for each of the different months. And don't forget that these are just readings based on your current energy. So if nothing was to change and you stayed in this current energy, these are what the months might look like. And that just means that you have the opportunity to work with the energy, and hopefully it can provide you some insight. And yeah, it's always fun to do an oracle card reading. And the very last ritual that I love to do for every new year, I love to pick a word, a mantra, or a theme song, if there is one that comes to my mind. I love to pick those because they can help you really boost your coming year. So if you picked a word such as success, or perhaps you're focusing on love, or perhaps you want to have loving connections, let's say maybe your mantra is to be more peaceful. So you would pick whatever resonates for you. You can have a little think about that, see what you want to really, really bring in for this next year. And whatever that is, it's totally personal to you. So I remember a long time ago when I was reading Rebecca Campbell's books, and she mentioned about these, bringing in like a theme song for you in that moment. And these can be, depending on the season, you might spend half the year with one theme song and then change it for the rest of the year. I always remember one of my theme songs was Lady Gaga, Born This Way, and I would just put it on, blast that song out whenever I was feeling a bit funky and in a bit of a funky mood, and I would just put it on so loud and dance around, and it really gave me a boost. So pick your tune or your word or whatever it is you need for this coming year, and really focus on bringing those new things in, setting up your year and starting it in a beautiful way. So I would like to just wish you very many blessings and so much love for the new year, prosperity and abundance and all of those wonderful things. And so thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you've taken a few tips from this. I hope you enjoy putting your rituals or spending some time thinking about what you want to bring in. It really does help and really does cement and give us more clarity on how we want to live our lives. So it's always very wonderful to do those things. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you like these intentional living videos, and more will be coming on how to live in peace and in your purpose, and I can't wait to share more with you. Have a wonderful time celebrating and look forward to seeing you again. Thank you. Bye.